It's all come down to this. 2 weeks of playoff fixtures. 2 weeks before we find out which teams made it through to the finals of Belong Arena Clash, a grassroots esport tournament run up and down the United Kingdom. This is the first week of playoffs. This is where esports begins. So here we are in week 1 of the playoffs. Things are officially getting serious. I'm Ellis Wood, and this week we're going to be bringing you highlights from Overwatch, Call of Duty, League of Legends, and Tekken 7. Of course, I'm not going to be doing it alone. I've got 2 Arena Clash old-timers here to help me dissect it all. None other than Stealth and Hitrain.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Old-timers. Is that what we are at this point?
It's a dagger to the heart. It really is. I feel like I should be walking around with a Zimmer frame at this point now. It's
Well,
bad.
you're what, 5 seasons in now? So I think it's a pretty apt
Are we
title.
5 seasons in?
Yeah, I mean, we started
even know.
last spring? Like, not spring, just
Yeah,
gone, but the
I
one
can't remember.
before.
I did the finals with Excoundrel season 1.
Yeah.
I can't remember when that was. That was a while back
That
now,
must
but
be-
yeah.
like
But now-
March. I think
Now we
last
got some
year.
young blood casters. You know, we got Doctor. He's about 12 years old here. So
Yeah, I think Infinity's about the same age as well. Like,
Yeah.
he's only just finished coming in out of his primary school. He's just starting to do his GCSEs. So
where does John Allen sit in all of this? He's kind of middle-aged, I guess.
I feel no, I don't
I
know.
mean, he has the
I think of him as
personality
much
of a
older.
middle-aged man, right?
No, I think he's got like an old, wise man feel about him. So I feel like he's
you
actually
clearly
a
haven't
lot
spoken
older.
to John if you think he's
Yeah,
wise.
it's been a while actually. I haven't seen John in a while.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he did get voted Papa John by our audience. So, you know, they're clearly getting that paternal, fatherly figure vibe from him.
I get senile, but yeah, we can go.
Same thing,
We
right?
can go with Papa or Wise. Yeah, sure.
Well, apologies about that one, John.
No
Now,
apologies.
Stealth, we're going to start with you because I understand you've given up something very important to you to be here today, and that is none other than the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 beta.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to rub it in. Have already played it. It is incredible. So I have to say a huge thank you for being here today. You've made a very noble sacrifice. How do you feel about it, though?
Devastated. In one word, I really am. I've been waiting for so long just to play this game, and then the one weekend it comes around, and I'm sat here talking to you guys about Call of Duty. It's typical, but I'm pretty sure the production team did this on purpose because they hate me, which would not surprise me in the slightest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'll get to play it, I think, later on, maybe a bit tomorrow. So yeah, it looks phenomenal from what I've seen and heard from people.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm pretty excited. So yeah, you'll have to come back on and give us your thoughts. Maybe we'll drag you away from it again.
I mean, not going to be likely. I mean, if we got this weekend and next weekend, and I'm actually busy next weekend as well, so I don't get much time to play it then either.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, thank you for joining us here. We do hugely appreciate it.
So not a problem, I suppose.
Well, Hitrain, I'm going to move on to you because we have had a bit of an audience request, and that is people want to know the secret of your hype, your casting desk hype.
Okay. I mean, I eat an entire box of shreddies every morning. That's like rule number 1.
An
You need
entire
the energy.
box?
Fun?
An entire box. As
entire
in, like, you
box?
just open up a new fresh
Super
pack
expensive.
box and just...
No, I don't actually eat an entire box of shreddies, but I do normally have a bowl of shreddies in the morning. That's more diet than hype, so I'll go back to the hype. I'm just really energetic. Like, what I like about working on a standing desk especially is the fact that like you really can just jump around. You can get excited. Like I physically jump up and down at times. Like I move around. It scares most color casters who've never worked with me before. Like color casters who work with me are jumping up and down with me. Like whenever I get to work with like Foxdrop or someone, we're like holding each other, going crazy. But yeah, for someone like Doctor, he's only ever worked with me online. So when I first worked with him, he's sitting there and I'm like, at one point there was an ADC in the first week I did of this season. he just didn't auto-attack at all in a team fight. And I just curled up in a ball on the floor like, what are you doing, you fool? And yeah, Doctor doesn't really know what to do with it on that front, but he kind of freezes up like a rabbit in the headlights. He goes, oh, what do I do? What's going to happen?
He looked frightened of you on the desk because there was you like jump up and down, and he stood to the one side, just like, oh, what's going on?
I hope we actually have recordings of me doing that. We can maybe put those in because
that'd be great.
Yeah, I get very energetic. I'm hoping at Insomnia we get a standing desk. This is kind of like me begging / saying, make sure there's a standing desk at Insomnia, because that'd be great. If I can, you can see me jumping up and down. I mean, you'll be there. The audience can see me, and everyone can understand why I'm so energetic. Because I'm actually not energetic. It's only when the headset goes on, I just turn on, and then as soon as the headset comes off, I was like, just out like a light.
Sounds great.
Well, speaking of having that headset on, you did this week for the very first week of playoffs in League of Legends. So which games got you the most hyped?
Very easily Nottingham Alt versus the Bristol Smugglers. That game was incredible. It was a 3-game series as well, so we went all the way. Bristol really challenged Nottingham the whole time, but Nottingham they did just come out better. Game 1 and 3, they looked very, very good. Bristol Smugglers, there was a lot of hope in game 1 and 3, but game 2 Bristol just looked like a completely different team. Our first game of the day, though, our first series of the day, sorry, Portsmouth Pirates versus the Humber Hunters. Very one-sided. Portsmouth pretty much just stomped that series.
Yeah, well, I have to say it seemed pretty exciting. We have had a good week of playoffs, and so we're going to take a quick look at what the playoff tables looked like at the beginning of the week before we'd had any of the action. Well, first up, we had the Pirates v the Hunters. We also had the Brawlers v the Enigmas, the Steelers v the Invincibles, and the Smugglers v the Alt. Well, without further ado, let's check out 2 of our favourite games from the week. First up, we are starting off with the Pirates v the Hunters and following it up with the Alt v the Smugglers. And your casters are obviously starting off with Hiprain and joined by Doctor.
Hello and welcome to Arena Clash. My name is Jake Hiprain Matthews, and joining me here on the caster desk is Harry, Dr. Evans, and we're going to be kicking it straight off with, I've forgotten already, but I have it on a piece of paper. Right. There we go, Humber Hunters versus Portsmouth Pirates, I remember. Coming up, first of all, is the Humber Hunters, Nightingale in the top lane, Krades, Zolt, there we go, Argyle and Karua.
Over on Portsmouth, with mostly the same names, we got Outlaw in the jungle, Rai in the top lane, Flubber ADC with CJ Shaw on the support, and then Divinus in the mid lane.
Income engaged, slicing Maelstrom actually looks to stun up 3 members. The Culling's getting channeled down. That's going to be a Lifeboard Disintegration Ray melting through everybody. It's going to be 1 kill picked up by Outlaw, but he will be answered back as the 1-for-1 trade is there. Twitch is able to find himself 1. He's looking for another as the poison ticks down. The flash forward, and Kura is putting the damage onto Flubber. Divinus is forced into Blood Pool. Not going to get slowed up. Transfusions on the back end of the fight, and Flubber is still running away. They're actually looking for the engage onto Flubber, looking to maybe lock him in place as in comes the help of everyone else. Subjugates down, and a 3-man knockup into a 3-man quickness. Argyle is melting down as the Culling is not enough to get the kill, but Outlaw swings the club down, and it's going to be Kira trying to get out of Zolt, looking for the slow, puts down the Lifeboard Disintegration Ray, and disintegrates Flubber. Going to be dodging out as Divinus, though, is finding all of the skill shots, all of the abilities he needs to get a kill, as Zolt is forced to run away, doesn't have flash, doesn't have barrier. A knockup connects, but it's a 600 gold shutdown for Divinus, and Krades is trying to run Outlaw. Oh!
Looks like Zolt's moving in to scope it out, and Portsmouth...
Oh no, Zolt! Culling, Headbutt Pulverized is flashed away and actually dodged out. They're looking for the Lifeborn Disintegrate, and it is melting through CJ Shaw. Krades able to get himself 1, but the Hemo Plague is absolutely massive. A Cyclone comes down, and it will get answered out as Nightingale is going to get picked up. It's a triple kill onto Outlaw. He's looking for Argyle. He's looking for the quadra kill. That's the Culling from Flubber. In comes the quickness. In comes the knockup, and a loads of members. They're stunning and melting. Left, right, and centre. The steal is not going to happen today, but a full channel of the Lifeboard Disintegration Ray puts out the damage, and Korea is still alive. Outlaw hot on the chase, and he's looking to save this as Flubber gets himself a double kill. It's going to be a double kill onto Outlaw as well. He is 11-2 on the Trundle. Fishing for the engage, lands onto Alistair Korea, channeling out the ultimate. In comes Divinus, though. He's onto the back. He's got a Hero Plague. The Lifeboard Disintegration Ray this time is not enough, and Zolt finds absolutely nothing. A 3-man wipe for the side of Portsmouth Pirates.
Oh, and you cannot have Korea going in so far. You really have to respect Divinus' Salt Flash, and he's going to go down.
He is
Or
going to go down. Oh, Nightingale actually able to get one. Divinus very, very low. Zolt answers back out, and Kredes able to make his way to safety. It's actually going to be the curtain call looking for Divinus. Outlaw's just going to tank it out. Great seismic shove actually forces Outlaw back. He's going to get shut down by the shockwave, and Zolt able to find himself one. Now Wright gets caught in by the apprehend. Tanking tower shot. A Q goes a little bit wide. Slicing Maelstrom's there, and Argyle is running so low. Is looking to heal up with the Zillion ultimate as they flash forward with the ulti. Argyle is going to go down as Flubber's able to get himself one. Panel Sars another. It's a double kill for Divinus. He flashes forward with the ignite. It's going to get stolen away by Flubber. They need to find the fight, but Korea's already been chunked out. Let's see where the shockwave goes down. Actually just does nothing. Outlaw actually is going forward. Zolt has got himself the res up, and in comes the slicing Maelstrom onto so many members. It's going to be 3 kills instantly picked up as the double kill was picked up by Divinus. Gets himself the bubble. He's looking for the triple. It's going to be stolen away as the Nexus falls. 25 minutes on the clock, and Portsmouth Pirates 2-0 Humber Hunters. Now, we just had a 2-0 coming out from Portsmouth as we will be going through into our second series of the day, which is going to be Bristol Smugglers versus the Nottingham Alt Bar. Obviously, starting off, we do have Nottingham Alt, Mighty Boosh, Zucchero, Mediki. Is it Mediki?
We've been over this.
We've been over this, but
I don't remember.
Fallen Rain and Wilco. Professor Brian Cox returns for the side of Bristol Smugglers. Ches, Hinamori, Shockroach, and Just Moose will be fighting for the side of Bristol Smugglers. Into the seismic shove. In comes the grand entrance, and everybody's starting to go very, very low. Featherstorm is going to pick themselves up a 1-for-1, but Dave finds the engage. Turned out by Memesy Boy. Everybody's running low, and Dave shuts down the Pantheon. Mac DC tries to kill Brian Cox. Brian Cox is so low on mana, and he's just getting auto-attacked after auto-attack. Forced to go golden as Dave is knocked up, and a curtain is called on the side of Bristol. They are losing members left, right, and centre. Shockroach is the only one who remains, and he is being melted. It will be the full ace for the side of Nottingham Alt.
You're tilted now.
Well, that's a good hook. Pulling with DC in. Deadly Flourish will connect the knockup members, but that's a 4-man knockup by Memesy Boy. And in comes the grand entrance. David's forced to hop out, but he does have that Gnar available. Can he find himself that Heroes engage? It doesn't look like it's going to be the case. It's a double kill onto the Vladimir. Fallen Rain is melting members as Wilco is picking up another kill. It's going to be yet again a full ace for Nottingham. Wilco on the chase though, looking for the damage. The Vision of Empire heals him up, and it's a double teleport. The party's starting. Hinamori goes golden. Doesn't have that Vision of Empire yet, but the carpet gets laid down absolutely perfectly, and Bristol Smugglers are falling down as a 2-man knockup does not do enough. The Crow gets the kill. Dave is next to follow as he stays alive for just a little bit longer. Brian Cox now hot on the heels, hot on the chase. Can't get anything out. And that will be a 2-for-none as Fallen Rain aggressively going underneath the turret. He misses the knockup. Actually, I lie, he lands it, but the turret shot comes down and he falls.
Trying
Brian
to get
Cox
those
is here.
moments.
Oh, Shockroach does have that ultimate, does miss the knockup, but that's a 2-man knockup from Fallen Rain. In goes everything, they're burning them down. Dave knocks back 2, but it's a double kill onto the Rumble. They're looking for the Pike. Pike needs to find the execute. It's not going to be enough. Fallen Rain gets out with a sliver of health, and Wilco able to find the next one as we do see Ches get himself a stun as he jumps out with the deep water dive, and Medici hopping after, misses the harpoon. I mean, lands that harpoon and rusts him down.
Hinamori has the ult again. It's stacked.
Here it goes. That's going to be a stacked ultimate. Needs to go. Pop. I'm not even going to justify that as we actually see Shockroach force the ultimate out. Ches looking for the engage. That's going to be the Glacial Fissure into the last breath of the 2 members. Fallen Rain is untouched in the fight. Hinamori is there as that's the big Gnar from Dave though. In comes the Equalizer. Going to be able to get themselves one as Hinamori has gone popped and has gone golden. Shockroach gets himself a 2-man knockup. Can they find the opening?
Shield.
Fallen Rain has somehow not found himself a kill. Finally gets it as Shockroach is there chasing down the Yasuo. Did lose GA in the fight, but it doesn't mean anything. Baron Nash is the fight they needed, and Brian Cox is the only one who stands.
Oh my god.
The tanks finds a couple, but Dave is burning out. Dave is stunned down, and he can't find himself anything as the X does mark one spot, but that is a consolation prize for Ches and Shockroach. And Ches are the only two who can do anything for their team here, trying to make some kind of hero play happen as the Nexus has been laid bare. 33 minutes on the clock. Shockroach will fall down and the full ace comes out. The Nexus goes down and Bristol Smugglers lose to Nottingham Alt 2-1.
So there you have it. At least two of your semi-finalists for the Belong Summer 2018 Arena Clash are going to be the Portsmouth Pirates and Nottingham Alt.
So here are the results for week 1 of the playoffs. First up, we've got the Pirates v the Hunters. The Pirates came out victorious there, 2-0. Brawlers v Enigmas, Brawlers 2-0 win there. Steelers 2-0 win over the Invincibles. And Smugglers v Alt was a bit of a closer one, with the Alt eventually triumphant with a 2-1 win. So that means that next week our matchups are going to be the Pirates v the Brawlers and the Steelers v the Alt. So Hipbrain, what did you make of the matches?
We had some really, really exciting matches. Obviously, our second series of the day, just very tight between both of the teams. They both fought really well. There were some really good team fight moments. First series of the day, definitely a little bit more stompy. So it's going to be interesting kind of seeing going forward where these teams are going to place.
Got any predictions for us?
For the side of Portsmouth, I expect them to take the win. They've just looked so dominant. They're still undefeated in the Arena Clash. But I think the second game of second series, of next week is going to be a little harder to call. I haven't really tracked Nottingham Alt or their opponents too much. So it's going to be actually, for me, a bit of a learning experience to see actually how this is going to come out, because the Steelers are a team I haven't seen all season.
I guess we'll have to wait and see till next week, see if you've actually managed to be correct with all your picks. Now, before we move on to Tekken 7, I actually caught up with Wezzers from the Clyde Claymores Tekken 7 team for a quick Discord chat. So here's what he had to say. Wezzers, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm going to kick things off with a question about the Clyde Claymores, because you guys have been incredibly impressive this season. And I think it's fair to say you kind of came from nowhere. So did you always expect that you'd get this far?
Yeah, I always believed we had a strong team. Looking at all the players, yeah, I believe we could get the group, yeah.
Now, Tekken is usually a game that you just play one-on-one. So what's it been like competing with a team alongside you?
Well, I think we complement each other quite well. I think a lot of us have strong aspects that we sort of complement. Like, some of us start stronger and some of us are stronger later on. So I think we complement each other quite well.
All right, I've got to ask, how do you feel about playing Bradford this evening? Because, you know, we've had a lot of them on the show and they are looking really, really strong this season.
I think Bradford will be really, really tough, but I think we can give them a good game. So I believe in us. Yeah, I think it'll be first one to us, second one to them, then we'll win it.
And finally, if you do go all the way tonight, and fingers crossed that you beat the Rams, who would you like to see in the finals?
London, with all the reputation, and you know, it's got to be London. Yeah.
Well, I hope you do get a chance to play the Lionhearts, and they're actually on stream tonight, so if you want to get a little sneak peek of what you could be up against, then make sure to check it out. But thank you, Wezzers, for joining us, and good luck in your game this evening.
Thanks.
Well, we'll find out the fate of the Clyde Claymores after our featured match, the Centurions v the Lionhearts. But first, let's take a look at how the playoff bracket shaped up at the beginning of the week. So first up, we had the Lionhearts v the Centurions, as I previously mentioned. We also had the Harriers v the Vikings, the Swarm v the Guardians, and the Claymores v the Rams. And of course, casting for our featured match is none other than our legendary duo of Abominable and Eternal Dragon.
Hello and welcome to the Belong Arena Clash. I'm Abominable.
And I'm Eternal Dragon, and welcome to the first week of the playoffs.
It is the playoffs indeed. This is the bit where it gets even more hype and more exciting than it has been in previous weeks, and that's because teams will now be going home. They'll be knocked out. We'll be seeing 4 different playoffs happening over today. We'll be streaming one of them, which will be London versus Colchester, and we just can't wait because we haven't seen the London team yet. And we've got Armosh King, Senpai Shiki and Rukang versus Karma, JCHD and Dre. Interesting matchup here. So we've actually had a very, very difficult game for the Centurions. We knew it was going to be tough, but it's been even harder than maybe we even imagined. JCHD being the only player that's picked up any games off any other players. 2 rounds up. It's like his mum's called and told him his dinner's in the oven. Catches him with a counter hit. Very nice. Wow, goes for the unblockable. And actually, very interesting. Senpai Shiki went to duck that, and it's actually a mid, but it just spaced him out just well enough. Great punish there. Senpai just applying the pressure, goes to the 1+2 break. He knew his opponent had trouble breaking that 1+2 break in previous games. Rukang now got point for his game point for his team. That would make it 2-0 in this round robin. Look at this here, both players just timing, throwing their timing off a little bit just to fuzzy up their opponent. And look at it, both of them running up into each other's grill and then just getting out of dodge. Feels to me like JCHG has to have an answer for those down back fours. Maybe 3 them 4 quickly. Or eats another low. Can't be eating too many more of those. And that will be it. Back 1-2, the perfect punish for that move at that range. Dre trying to use keep out. Needs to use more of that. That stab kick is so good. Especially against a character like Feng that has to try and get in. 1+2 break. Doesn't get it. There'll be some okie dokie. Very, very nice block. Probably could have got more. Goes for the mid option now. This is very close to death. Catches him. Armage King just going through his flows now. Rukang 1 round away from making it 4-0 to his team in round robin 2. That would give the next player just 1 win to have to do to win the whole game and to go into the semi-finals. Very nice.
He's trying to do the big stuff right with that
Yeah,
counter hit move.
That's tough, that one. It's a hit confirm. Down forward 1. See you all throwing all these elbows. All of these things are elbows. Can't be reversed. Oh, 0 range instant Shining Wizard. Really nice. Is he going to do it again?
Oh, trying to regular throw. Look at him in the gut punch there.
He's going for the Shining Wizard, I'm sure of it. It's all this spacing.
Standing still. Karma's got rage now. 15 seconds.
Not long left.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. So I guess
that was a Shining Wizard. Okay. Very, very nice side step in. I am going to go down fighting, says Dre. The last player potentially for Colchester this season. Look at those electrics.
Yeah, I like the patience, but just that elbow spacing off. There you go.
Keep out. Do it again. Dre not quite knowing what to do here.
Oh,
Needs to be very careful. That's nice.
Oh,
could have launched him.
There. Oh, there we go.
Is this going to be it? Senpai Shiki so close to closing it out. Gets an awkward
up.
splat. Whoa! Runs into thin air.
Oh, I like the option. Oh, wow.
And that's it. It's 5-0 to London in round robin 2. They've done it. They've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, London have just shown. Yeah, 2 right, mate.
Wow.
2 right.
That was good.
Swarm beat Guardians 2-0.
I was going to say so.
And then Rams beat Claymores. We've got a dream matchup next week. We've got Rams versus Swarm. We've got Bradford versus Manchester.
There's another result there as well, which I don't know the number, but I know the result. So,
Harriers versus Vikings. Who did it? Who won?
We are going to have London Lionhearts versus the Harriers.
Versus the Harriers?
Yeah.
They beat Vikings?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. So we're going to have London versus London to make it to the final.
This isn't just a London versus. This is an all. I know your geography ain't always up to scratch. But we've got a battle of the south and a battle of the north.
I knew those ones because you
I'm
scolded
only
me last
joking.
time.
I'm going to scold you all I like now. I just absolutely can't wait. Stay with us for the final game before Insomnia. Don't go anywhere. See you next week.
So, guys, this is the first time that we've actually seen the London Lionhearts on the show, which feels pretty surprising considering, you know, we're in playoffs now. But I think it's fair to say they deserve their reputation.
London are pretty good. That's what it says. I've just got on a piece of paper. London done good. So, you know, they're looking pretty strong overall. Yeah.
Belong Arena Clash, guys. Are you here for the stellar casting, the talent that we've got on the couch
Hey, we
today?
don't cast Tekken. No, that's not our
Well,
specialised
you know what?
subject.
Let's move on to Call of Duty then.
That's more my style.
Yeah, so I'm expecting some expert level analysis here.
I mean, not expert level. I know a little bit more about it, but not too much.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the games that you should know about The
Okay.
playoff action from this week.
Yeah, that happened this week. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the games that we're going to take a look at, they were a little bit of a whitewash. Is that what you were expecting?
When you looked at the matchups on paper, yeah. Yeah, the Humber Hunters, they're not a particularly strong team, and they just scraped into the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. When you come up against the York Vikings, who have decimated the opposition in their path all season long, haven't lost I don't even think they've dropped a map all season. So when they come up against the Humber Hunters, it's the draw that they were expecting. But then you go to the Craigavon and the Cardiff side. Cardiff looks really good on paper when we saw them previously. They've got some pretty good players in there. But when you come up against the Craigavon side, who have been playing together for quite some time and have some pretty solid players in there, it's really kind of difficult for them to really get a foothold in the game at all.
Well, we'll come back to you for some more expert analysis after our highlights. But first, let's take a quick look at how the playoff tables for Call of Duty are shaping up. So we have Vikings v Nighthawks, Armada v Claymores, Guardians v Smugglers, and Kestrels v Saints. Well, the two matches we're going to bring you from that are the Kestrels v the Saints and the Nighthawks v the Vikings. And it's going to be brought to you by our resident Batman and Robin. And I'll let you figure out which one is which, Stealth and Infinity.
I'm obviously Batman. Welcome to the summer 2018 season of the Belong Arena Clash. Craigavon have the spawns and the rotation set for the next hill. Cardiff now need to push out of the hill. They cannot just turtle up like this. They're getting the kills, and now you push through.
Gunner's going to have some important gunfights to make, but look at this 2-2 split on the mid-map right now. Going to bring it up big. It's going to be your number 4, Vito, and Twist coming through the mid-map, and of course players behind. Josh J using the streak there. Hamad in an important position, needs to get these kills, but a full clean wipe for the Craigavon Kestrels.
Now Josh J is in a very good position. He's now able to pick up anyone as they rotate through.
No.
The bar
What
shot
is
is
going on?
absolutely phenomenal. Can he connect? He can't with the third, as Splash is able to shut him down.
5 streak now, 50 points away from a fighter pilot, and that's the most important streak to get. Surely he will not choke this. The shots go in, but he cannot get turned on here. He's not actually going to finish the gunfight just yet. He's going to get killed. There we go. It's a twist. Josh J looking to get 40, and can he do it here? He's going to get 1. He's going to get 2. The third is there. They're all spawning their Nox Crane. But Josh J is 1 kill away from dropping a 40 bomb, Chris, and we are nowhere near the end of this game. And the kills are going their way to Twist. He has the streaks to use, Chris. Surely this is over. He only needs to use the glide bomb and the mortar strike, and that will be GG.
But they're spawning from behind.
Nobody is getting there. Saying that, there we go. They're spawned behind, but Twist is still trying to make the kills. Craigavon cannot finish it on this hill, but they have the rotation. They have the spawns for next. They're getting the kills behind. They're spawning close, though. They can still stop this right now. Deplo9 pushes in, but the gunfights are going to be 1. Smoo and Josh J winning it. And there's the final streak from Twist. That's going to be GG as the Craigavon Kestrels take it 250 to 144. Chris, that is a manic map number 1.
This is a much better position in which to play
No.
with, but you're not able to do so.
No.
Oh. Nope, managed to get away with his life.
Ow.
Play for it. Just play for it. He's got 6 seconds. Just
GG.
don't.
Surely GG. Twist has just jumped on the bomb. I think this is the right play for Twist, really. That's all you can do in that situation. Lawrence comes around, picks up the kill.
We would need that. Oh, I'll tell you what, that could have been anyone's if they stayed in that position.
Yeah, just like that. You say, Craigavon, they had a 2-0 lead in this one, but look at this. They're lining up for Twist.
No.
Twist gets 2. Splashes in a 1 versus 3. He's getting hunted down as well. This is like Order 66. And there we go. 1 kill is made, but no more as Smoo trades out. Chris loves that reference. Yeah, Lawrence desperately trying to get that kill, but it means nothing, of course, because the Craigavon Kestrels, they have done it. They're taking a 2-0 series lead, and the small mistakes is what done it, Chris. Twist is already making his way through, and he's not going to get stopped. It's all going to be on Lawrence. Will Lawrence make the gunfight? No, he will not. It's going to be a 3-0 lead now for the Craigavon Kestrels. Surely, Chris, this is over before it's even started, unless we see a miraculous turnaround in this game. We could potentially even see one more flag ball here. Smoo is still in the position to do stuff here. Gets 1 kill. It has another one in his sights. Is going to pick up the kill. Will he pick up the third? Has Lawrence challenged him? Surely not.
Twist has pulled the enemy flag as well as Lawrence as he's looking to rotate all the way around towards Stockton.
Oh,
Josh J says no. He should not have picked up that 2-piece, and Twist managing to get the flag capture as the return comes in.
And now Vito going to come in for the flag. The kill has been made. Josh J with the streak splash now going to desperately run to pick it up. But I think this return's coming in. It's a race to get the flag, and Josh J sliding. There we go. Actually, Hamad wins the gunfight. That's absolutely huge. Has the flag in hand. Has one more player to deal with in Smoo. You sneaky beaky, but not enough. Deplo9 on the other side of things is going to try and get the flag away from Hamad, but it's not going to matter. There we go. Josh J. He's going to do bits. Gets a free streak and streaks to work with. I mean, if it wasn't over before, It is now. Twist is actually going to get this flag return in, and there we
Oh,
go.
dear.
Twist, another gunfight. You just shouldn't win. 8-0. Ruthless is the only word I can use to describe them.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, it's like kicking a man when he's down at this point. I
But
mean,
not a man, I don't even think. I think more of a little baby. That's probably there.
who's calling Cardiff babies? Are you calling Cardiff babies? I mean, I would do that. Regardless, congratulations to the Craig of Kestrels. They take tonight's playoff match over the Cardiff Saints and cement their place in next week's final playoff spot. But we have another matchup on the horizon. And you can see those players on your screen now. So Pex, Elms, sorry, I thought I was a V for a second, I don't know why. Para and Tilly. And then on the Nighthawk side, you've got Aftermath, Calastria, and Zlatan Era and Mendoza. Zlatan Era, I still love that name.
Zlatan.
He has done enough damage so that Zlatan can't now push on towards the hill as successfully as he would like. He's got 2 in his sights. Pex, though, picks up 1, does unfortunately get taken down, but Climate is there and prowling, waiting. The Nighthawks were there and waiting for them. But regardless of this, it doesn't even matter because the Nighthawks can't get even a foothold in this game. The York Vikings are just like shutting them down at every single opportunity. Their gun skill is unmatched right now. And now the Nighthawks, they can do nothing about it.
Oh, that's nice.
I love that play as
I
well,
love that.
just to stop them from pushing through. That now gives them so much more time. And you can see, again, on your mini-map, that the rotation has come in. The York Vikings are now all the way around towards Wine.
Surely that's going to be GG as the York Vikings are going to 50-point club. Look what Para's doing, coming round on the flank. This is going to be GG very quickly.
Yeah, there's no way. He gets the kill with the machine pistol at range regardless.
This is surely not a situation Norfolk can come back from unless Mendoza performs a miracle. Para's actually doing ring around the rosy right now. Might get punished for it. It still stays alive. No way does Para get this kill. Actually not going to do so. Mendoza has time to pick up the kill and the defuse, but will he do it? I'm not quite sure. 12 seconds remaining. Mendoza nowhere near the box. That was such mean laughing. York here have the kills going in their favour. All down to 1 player on the Norfolk Nighthawks now, and I don't know what he can do. He's stuck in no man's land. He's stuck between 3 different players. I'm not even sure if he's going to win one gunfight. No.
He does take a few shots from behind. Is he able to turn and burn? He's not able to, and the flag will not get returned. No, it does now. Okay. Pulling the opposition's flag, but at this stage, there's nothing to them. There's nothing at all. It's taken a minute and a half, and I've seen nothing of them other than them filling up the kill feed.
It's going to be a flag capture for the Norfolk Nighthawks, actually, and there's no resistance to this, actually. York, yes, they're 5-0 up, but we finally could see a flag capture.
No.
For Zlatan. No. Okay, never mind.
Denied.
Never mind. It's all good, guys. Norfolk can still get a flag capture. No.
Denied.
No, never mind. Denied. And I don't think there's any real way for the Norfolk Nighthawks to come back. I mean, to be fair, the question you've got to ask is, at what point do you say that Norfolk can't come back into this? I mean, how early on? I mean, no, but beforehand. I mean, where was the point which you go, Norfolk are out this?
When they got into the lobby.
Congratulations to York, you've punched your ticket into the penultimate week of the Arena Clash, as have the Craig of Kestrels. And of course, as you say, commiserations to Norfolk and Cardiff so far, but you do fall in the first round. But again, I mean, they got to playoffs, so...
And that's something.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's better than most teams.
Yeah.
So here are the results for the first week of playoffs. Now, a bit of a domination here. Vikings took down the Nighthawks 3-0. And the same thing happened with the Claymores v the Armadas. Claymores with a 3-0 win there. Guardians, again, 3-0 over the Smugglers. And Kestrels, 3-0 over the Saints. Pretty heavy wins there for all of the teams playing in the playoffs. So that means next week we're going to see the Vikings v the Claymores and the Guardians v the Kestrels. So, Chris, we obviously, as I just said, saw some pretty heavy takedowns there, but it's likely that our next fixtures aren't going to be quite such walkovers. Do you think they're going to be, a little bit more nail-bitey?
Absolutely. One of the fixtures I actually want to point out there is that the second fixture between the Guardians and the Craig of Kestrels, that's one that I wanted to see in the final, if I'm honest, because both of these teams are hard hitters within the Call of Duty scene. They've got some very good players among them, so that one is definitely one to watch out for. That one's going all the way.
And, obviously I made Hitbrain do it, so any predictions?
I mean, the York Vikings, they've been pretty formidable all season long, but with coming up against the Clyde Claymores, it's going to be a bit more of a tough challenge. So I might just say that the Claymores will take it. With the second matchup, that one could really be anyone's game. But Tyneside have made it to the finals the last 3 seasons now, so Tyneside probably just have the edge over them.
I like it. You're really going all in. I like it.
Look, it's all this knowledge I've got, you see.
Well, I guess we'll see if you do actually have all that knowledge next
no.
week when the results come in.
Good point. Yeah.
But for now, it is that time of the show where we take a little stroll through the Twitterverse. Well, it is playoffs week, which means things are a little bit more serious this time around. So we've got a lot more nervous team photos this time. We're going to kick things off with the Smugglers League team playing Nottingham Alt. It is time, the tweet proclaims. It's going to be one hell of a game. And indeed it was. GG Bristol, you gave up a good fight. And is that the legendary Hinamori I spy?
I think that is. The shirt probably gives it away.
Well, also falling down at the league playoff hurdle were the Humber Hunters. Here they were preparing to take on the Pirates. GG again, Hunters. You've been great all season, so we hope to see you again next time. It wasn't all doom and gloom, however. Here's the Swarm Tekken team, fresh from their 2-0 win over the Guardians. Now they're taking on the Rams next in what is essentially a local derby, so it should be a hell of a match.
My favourite thing about this picture is they all look really serious, but that one dude at the back, he's just peeking around. Hey, look at him.
He didn't get the memo.
He looks real happy. Everyone else is super serious there. I mean, there's a smile on one chap's face, but he's still got the arms crossed, so he's still like... I'm off the camera now, but yeah, he still look kind of confident, you know, like a bit happy, and then there's just someone go like,
What's going on? What's on over there?
Like, look at that smile.
Sticking with Tekken, we saw the return of Rukang this week, and he might just have started a bit of a storm on Twitter. So the first thing you need to see is this seemingly unrelated post from our future Stratford Arena about their upcoming launch. Well, that is when things started to escalate, with Rukang tweeting, "I think you need a picture of the current Belong London champions and EU superstars at your new store." Well, Stratford didn't argue, saying we definitely agree with you, but they did then suggest that they might want to poach some of the Lionhearts, saying we'd like to see you in Spartan tees as well. Of course, London weren't that happy about that, as shown by this lovely Kylo gif. Now, this wasn't the bomb. Here's the bomb. Rukang responded with, "The hype will begin next season with the all-important winky face."
Ooh.
So this makes us think that perhaps we are going to see the spring season champion lineup compete for a different team. Nothing but drama here at Belong Arena Clash. And of course, after all that drama, you'd think we'd want to cool off, but actually we're going to get a little bit hotter. Chris, here's one to haunt your dreams.
Oh no. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh hi, didn't see you there. We're just getting ready for some Arena Clash.
I wanted to sleep forever after seeing that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff of your dreams, is it?
No, I just didn't want to ever come back to the world where that happens. Pictures like that are ones I don't want to see.
Well, I think it's probably time to move swiftly along to Overwatch, and the playoff brackets look like this. We've got the Centurions v the Claymores, the Enigmas v the Harriers, the Pirates v the Smugglers, and the Steelers v the Guardians. And of course, our picks are the Steelers v the Guardians and the Harriers v the Enigmas. Brought to you, if you can bear to see them again, by Blank and John Allen.
Hello, once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am John Allen, and joining me, no, it's not a shaved orangutan, it is in fact Blank. He has got a moustache and it's looking dashing, if I do say so myself. But we are here for week number 1 of the playoffs of the Belong Arena Clash. It is going to be kicking things off. We've got 4 games running today, 2 of which are going to be broadcast. We're kicking it off with the Kingston Harriers versus the MK Enigmas, with the spawns being so close for Kingston. But it's not going to matter because Arx, he's just on a tear. Look at him go. The Storm Arrow onto the Mercy, and already they've managed to round the corner. There's Delston with a Rocket Barrage, getting the DMEC and the kill onto the Brigitte. There's no one to challenge, and the Dragon Strike finds both tanks. It's all going to be on Zeus here if he can land those headshots onto the crucial targets. Arx doing so much damage in the fight. Take him out, and you've got yourself onto a winner. Unfortunately, the Diva Bomb already managed to find 2, but it's bigger. 4 critical, finds the 4K. He doubles it up and takes the Kingston Harriers into another stronghold. He is already starting to open it up, though. There is the nano boost on towards the Winston. A lot of damage coming out from that Tesla cannon, but the Earth Shatter's going to negate a lot of it. The self-destruct sequence finds 2, not quite able to land the shot onto the mech, but still it seems that that's not going to phase them at all, as Delston not quite able to hold down the fort. The rest of his team has fallen down, and he's got one angry mech in his backside. They are going to push it on towards, though, as the triggered Venom Mine keeps Moira in check. Diva trying to contest, but there we go. The Harriers are going to jump on forwards and take Junkets out. But here comes the Pharah around the edge. Here goes the Graviton Surge. Pharah trying to rain down hell from above, but it's just not going to be there. The defense matrix just soaked it all up. And there's the response. There's the Diva Bomb to the backside as well. Binds 3, and that's the combo that you're looking for. The MK Enigmas. Well, they're going to be pretty pleased with that one. Just look at all the glowy orbs on the floor from the Kingston. There's the Earth Shatter blocked up quite well, and the res comes through. But Dragon Strike's already there. The Lucio will go down, however. The wall blocking that Reinhardt charge. Just a shoulder found. The Pauldron catches. But there's a smack onto the Mercy, and both supports fall. Leo is the only one to fall now into this push, as Mini is going to be able to keep his team alive. Lovely again, and there we go. Reinhardt just wreaking havoc on the point. They are able to take him down with a nice charge and a whole combo, and the damage is good. Critical finds the kill onto the Moira. And they're just looking for the fire in the skies. Mini will be just chucking that flail out. Whip shot will be taking it down deeper out the window. See ya. He's got self-healing to go for. There goes the Graviton Surge, but no one's caught in it, and Mini's just going to take him down. There's the Death Blossom, and he's bumped up by the enemy Junkrat. Oh my goodness, a flying Reaper spinning about with guns left and right.
What a corker! I love it!
Critical gets the charge onto the enemy Mercy. Leo is into the sidelines, has got that Riptide available. He gets the trap kill onto the Reinhardt. The self-barrier finds the double kill with the Riptide. Arx is the last left standing onto the point, and he is going to get shut out as well. Jazzy gets the res onto Critical, and Kingston take the second map.
Sweep!
They're not going to be able to capitalize. They need to make something happen. Neo moving towards Arx, but he's not going to be able to take it down just yet. There's Mini with the Death Blossom finding the backline, and already there's a second one being popped out from Delston, but his is way less effective. Unfortunately, it's going to be Leo yet again closing it down with Mini. He's going to be looking for the backline. There's the Supercharger.
In play as well as he knows exactly where they are and takes them down.
Triple kill for the Riptire. That's going to mean that the stealth Junkrat comes to bear. They open up the point, and that's an easy clap.
There is a barrage available for Leo. Will they find it?
Two
Delson
direct
goes
rockets.
Very low. He will die. Dragon Strike through the front. This is all up to Leo now.
Arx going down to that rocket barrage into the backline. The Diva gets the demect as well. Transcendence trying to keep them up and kick in, but it's going to be a little bit too late for them, as they are going to be seen back to spawn, and the cart knocks up onto the door. He's going to be taking down the Diva pin into the wall as Neo gets first blood onto Arx. No Junkrat, no tank busting, no shield damage, as well as Neo's just wreaking havoc.
Oh, where are you going?
He's going whole hog without his ultimate. He's going to be raining the damage through. The headshot onto the Mini Diva is good. It's the last-ditch attempt for the MK Enigmas, but he's getting shut down. They charge it on. Critical is going to get that hammer swinging, and Zusia poisons the enemy team, and they are going to be yet again sent back to spawn. Diva onto the point, getting demeched and booped off the cart as well. Going for the contest, but it's a little bit too late. 44 seconds means that Kingston Harriers have the chance here. The T-side Steelers versus the Tyneside Guardians.
Indeed, indeed. We have these two teams back once again. We've got the T-side Steelers on my right and Tyneside Guardians on my left. Slightly different for you guys at home, but
this is a lot of ults coming in for the Tyneside Guardians. Self-destruct sequence over the top forces the spin from the shatter, and it will get so much done as their damage just rains on through. A beautiful coordinated play there from the Tyneside Guardians. Only 2 ults invested, and they send T-side Steelers packing. They've got that Transcendence keeping that Dragon Strike completely negated. Dragon Blade is a little bit stronger, it seems, but FRX has the best end of it. The hammer, mightier than the sword in this instance, and they will claim it.
And now, Tyneside Guardians, they're under duress, John. They cannot allow them to peel out this point C. Apple moving in quickly, wants to find the Winston, gets the first headshot, takes him out of the fight now.
Very, very nicely done there by Apple, giving it a good go. Configuration Kank already coming out. We'll take down 2 in 1. A third to boot. That's a very nice configuration tank from Spicy Ricey.
Ordnance! There it comes, the 4K for Spicy Ricey. I'll take that. And so ready with the hose pipe to hose down the Tyneside Guardians, but I don't think it's enough, as it just comes straight through, and we'll just end this fight for the T-side Steelers.
Kept nice and healthy. There's the Earth Shatter, gets dropped down the enemy Reinhardt, the Graviton Surge as well, and the Dragon getting brought out by the T-side Steelers. A brilliant eco push, actually, for the Tyneside Guardians. There's the Coalescence trying to keep them all nice and healthy. There's the rally, but the Graviton Surge is yet to come out. There it goes, looking for the self-destruct as the hammer swings around and around. He's up on the back lines, and that's a huge shatter coming down for the Tyneside Guardians. They combo it out. T-side Steelers over-investing their odds last fight, and they're paying the price here.
You know what, John? There comes to a point where discipline...
Oh! Did you see that?
I did, yeah. That was fairly
beautiful.
impressive.
Bye. They're going to have even less of that combo. So unfortunately, FRX is going to get taken down. A lovely shot from Apple onto Quantum. This is the answer, of course, to that Pharah, the one-shot potential. If you can hit those shots, it's going to be brutal. There's configuration tank coming out, just zoning them back in. Zenyatta can't even stand anywhere nearby. Plenty to laugh out there, I'm afraid, as they are going to go down.
Don't even bother, mate.
Looking for a second tank. That's a high-energy Zarya and another Dragon Strike. A lovely flick onto the Tracer, and that is huge. The Tyneside Guardian's going to be able to hold here on point B. Volskaya as the T-side Steelers come up against a brick wall, a metal barricade as the Tyneside Guardians stand strong. There goes the Earth Shatter. We'll find two people towards the back. It's going to be aggression to go down first, but the Death Blossom layered on top of it just finds so much damage. It will be a draw if they're not able to claim it, but it's Tyneside Guardians fighting for their win here. If they are able to claim it, I don't think they are, but if they had, they would have been able to win out the series, but it's going to be the T-side Steelers doing very, very well, doing a lot of work for their team. Those hooks need to be on point. There's the deflect from the Genji. He's already burned. He gets hooked in. He's getting taken very, very low. Trapped up as well. Has that Dragon Blade. Has the Swift Strike available. But there's the Riptire to cancel him out. No Dragon Blade for you, I'm afraid. Overtime is ticking away. The Tyneside Guardians find two. The Dragon Blade is huge. The front line falls. And the quick strike through towards Quantum is going to be able to take down his counterpart. Pharah in the skies takes down Ruggy Ram. They hold under the bridge on the second point of Dorado. He's going to be able to be safe, but Lithium takes down Apple in the meantime. There is the Biotic Grenade, but he sets up. The turret form is strong, finds two, and there's so much damage, so many body blocks coming through from the Tyneside Guardians that he doesn't even need to be on the payload. They are just going to dish out so much damage, and the bridge falls. Wee woo indeed. They are just keeping this up. Off the side you go, Ruggy Ram, down you come. It's your time to play, and it is not going to go well. There's the configuration tank. The Mercy getting pressured out, but it's not going to matter. The Tyneside Guardians are going to be able to take it. They go 3.5 to 1.5 in the series, taking them to victory over the T-side Steelers. Congratulations, you will be moving forwards to those semi-finals.
So here are the results for week 1 of the Overwatch playoffs. We've got the Centurions taking down the Claymores 3-0. Harriers taking down the Enigmas 3-0. We've got a 3-0 win for the Pirates over the Smugglers. And then a bit of a close one with the Guardians taking down the Steelers 3-1. And that means our matchups next week are the Centurions v the Harriers and the Pirates v the Guardians. So that is it for the first week of playoffs. You can find us on all the usual social media outlets. We are at Belong Arenas on all of them. And next week is the second week of playoffs. You can watch all the matches live on Facebook and Twitch. And if you do watch on Facebook, make sure to give us a share and a like. Now, there's just time to throw a quick question over to you guys, and that is, who was your MVP this season?
Me. I mean, I've been phenomenal all season long. There's no doubt about it. But no, in all honesty, I probably would have to point out one of the Craig von Kestrel's players, Pierce. He's been putting in phenomenal effort on all fronts, firing on all cylinders all season long. And it's very well deserved to see him and his team in that final spot in the playoffs, and hoping that they can take down the Tyneside Guardians this week.
And Tip Brain?
I was going to say my eyeballs for not burning out for that Blank and John Allen tweet.
Yeah.
It's hard to call because I haven't really been around for a lot of the season. Unfortunately, I've been kind of gallivanting around the world. I do want to give a big shout out to Doctor. The dude was meant to cover 1 week, and he's been here every week since, so he's doing a great job. Player-wise, you know, I want to give it to Dave. He didn't win, but he played Narmid, and he had a outplay or an engage. I don't. You can call it whatever you want, but it blew my voice out. It was so hype, and I just have to give it to Dave from this week.
Yeah, when you describe something as hype, I guess we have to assume
when it
was
hurts
pretty
my voice,
good.
you know I've hit peak. Like I came out, I was like, oh my god, I need some water. No good. It was great.
Well, fantastic. It's been great to have you both on the show. Thank you very much for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, that is it for today's show. I'm Ella Sillywood. I've been joined by Hitbrain and Stealth, and I'll see you back here next week for more Belong Arena Clash. Not something London want to see, as shown by this lovely Kylo gif. Disney, please don't sue us.
Did you call it a GIF?
Yes, I say GIF.
no!
Let me. The guy who invented them said it's pronounced GIF.
Yeah, but he can't speak.
Mate.
He just makes moving images
Mate.
that have no sound. Oh, Lord.
I went straight to the source. He says it's GIF. I'm going with him.
I
I think I'm done.